welcome to Should I Buy This Game, featuring the Castles of Mad King Ludwig. My name is Christine, and in this video I'll give you a brief description on how the game is played, and then share a few things I may like or dislike about the game to help you decide if you want to add the Castles of Mad King Ludwig to your collection. Here we have the Castles of Mad King Ludwig, and I'm going to start by showing you how the game is basically played. At the beginning of the game, you draw 5 cards to choose the pieces that you're going to lay out here. Now, I've set up for a 2-person game, but I'm only going to show you one side of the actions. So as I am the master builder, I've decided where each of the pieces will go, and I'm basically setting the price of the pieces. So since I decided where they go, my opponent would pick the first piece. And let's say they picked this piece here because it's only 4,000 coins. They would take that piece, put it into their stash, but then they would pay me, being the master builder, the 4,000 coins that I would add to my stash. So now it's my turn to pick, and I'm thinking I'm going to go for the park. And the park is 6,000 because of where it's sat, so I have 6,000 coins that I would add back into the overall stash. Now we have our foyer as our starting piece, and there's a door at the top and the 2 sides, or a door at the bottom and 2 sides. I'm going to use this side here. And you always have to connect doors with the pieces like this. Now when I connect the piece, I instantly will gain 3 points. And then in the future, if I put a kitchen type piece here, then I would gain an additional point. But for right now, I have connected just the 1 piece to the foyer, so I get 3 points. At the end of the round, each of the remaining pieces get 1,000 coin placed on them. Then I pass the master builder to my opponent. They would refill, so we have a 300 and we have a 400 piece. Now they can decide where they want to put this. So maybe they have done a basement and they want a basement tile, so they may move it closer down there, and then they could move this one out of the way. Since that there's 1,000 on there, maybe they want to make it more expensive to make, in case it's enticing, and do something like this. They can do whatever they want. But since they place the tiles, I get to go first to pick a tile. Now, I do not have stairs. You need stairs to make a basement to go from upstairs to downstairs, and I haven't added stairs, so I can't use the basement pieces, because when you pick a piece you have to be able to use it. So I'm going to go for the bedroom. I have 6,000 and I pay that to my opponent since they are the master builder, and I take this piece here. Now I don't want to put it here even though it would complete the piece, just because I'm going to wait to see maybe I can get that special piece. So I'm going to add the bedroom here, I think. And when I add in the bedroom, I get 3 points instantly, and then going forward, even though it's upside down to you, I will get 2 extra points if I add that style of room here. But for the meantime, I just get 3 points at this point. So I would just add 3 points onto the pointer board, and then my opponent would take their piece. So my opponent took their downstairs piece. So it was the end of the round. We're adding another 1,000 to each of the remaining pieces. And then it is my turn once again to be the master builder. So I will turn over the first one. We have a 100 piece, and the second one is a 250. And so I want to maybe use this purple piece because of my bedroom bonus. So I'm going to put that there, hoping my opponent doesn't need it. I'm testing my luck, but something tells me in this game I'll be okay. So of course my opponent goes first, and they are like, no, I don't need that purple piece that you put there for the discount. I will take this piece. They will pay me 6,000 coins. That goes into my stash. Now, the good thing is, not only is it 4,000, but because there's 1,000 already on it, I actually only have to pay 3,000 because I can take this as part of the payment and put it back in. So now that I have this purple piece, the bedroom gave me the bonus with the purple piece. So I can put this here, it connects. So I would get 3 points for the room, but I get an additional 2 points because the bedroom attaches to the purple piece. So I'm going to give myself 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now this blue room is now considered complete because both of its entrances have been joined to 2 different rooms. And there's bonuses. So for each of the rooms you complete, you get a different bonus. And the bonus of completing a bedroom is I can choose 0, 1, or 2 rooms and place them on top of the room deck. Now the other thing I want to show you is there are little bonus cards. And I have a bonus card for each of your square rooms. I would receive 1 point at the end of the game. So that was another reason why I chose that room, because it was square. But with that in mind, I can pick 2 square rooms like this, put them on top of the deck. And so now, since it's the end of the round, we put the coins on this again. And instead of picking 2 cards, these 2 square rooms will come straight into play. And my opponent will be the master builder and rearrange their order for the next round. And that's basically how the game is played. I'm going to play through it and come back to show you once my castle is built. So here we have my completed castle at the end of the game. And I actually only had the chance to complete just a few of the rooms. A lot of these still have open doors, so although I get the points, they're not considered completed, so I don't get the bonuses. But this, I just want to verify to show you. So when the symbol's like this, that means it has to be connected through a doorway to get the points, as the bedroom to the purple got us the 2 points. Whereas this room, I didn't use any of these, but when it has this wall here, if any of these types of rooms are touching this wall around the room, you lose 2 points. It basically only wants to be near the park. So when you use these, you have to just be careful not to have any of these touching, or else you'll get negative points. Whereas the downstairs areas, they score you 1 per room, in this case a park, in your whole place. So I have 4 parks, so this tile gets me 4 additional points. Now you can place this one into your castle, and maybe I didn't place this park. When I place this park later, I would still activate that to get the bonus point for this. So when you're playing, you always have to look to see, do you have any bonuses going on when you're placing a piece into your castle? And that is basically how you play the castles of Mad King Ludwig. So now I'm going to talk about a few things we liked about the game. And one of them is, since you have to use your money to buy all these pieces, if you don't have any money, on your turn, you can just collect 5,000 coins as your turn. So it's nice that you don't lose your turn. You can still access money if you're not able to afford a piece. The only other way you're getting money is if your opponent is paying you for pieces, but then sometimes if they choose 5,000 coins on their turn, you don't get any money. So money is an ongoing thing in the game. The other thing we like is some of the bonuses on the tiles. So for example, if I place this beside another purple or the activity room, then we would get extra points. And sometimes that helps you decide which piece you're going for. Like this downstairs piece, I knew I was really getting into the parks, so I wanted the downstairs piece that gave me the bonus for parks. So you're looking at the little bonuses and seeing how you can attach them to make the most points. And the other thing we like is the bonus completions. So when I put all your doors are all filled up, you can come over here, and in this case, I was able to rescore the complete room's points. If you complete a park, you get to take 10,000 coins. If you complete a food room, you get an extra turn. So there's different little bonuses for each of the completing the rooms that we really liked. Overall, though, we just found that this game is just okay. The things that bothered us about the game, one is the money. Always needing to pay for the pieces. I'm like, just let us pick a piece. Why do I have to pay? We had to use turns to get money because we didn't have enough money to pay for the pieces. And then even when I completed a room and I would have a free turn, I never had the money to get another piece. So I would use my free turn to get money. So for the next time I could get another piece. And it was more of a challenge to get the money than to actually do anything with the castle. So I didn't really like the money part of it. The other thing is the stairs to take you from your main living room to downstairs. You have to use a turn to get stairs, but then you lose points because you didn't put a piece. So putting downstairs rooms wasn't necessarily the high on our priority list. I did get points here because I put so many parks in, but otherwise you're using that turn to put in a piece that doesn't benefit you in terms of that turn in the game. The other thing we found was we wish there was a few more rounds. The castles tend to be quite small. This is probably the largest castle I've built, and that's because I was just flipping cards and putting pieces out. Normally, it'll maybe only be 10 rooms, and the game only lasts about an hour, so it could do a few more rounds just to get you more of a castle and more of a game. And the other thing we found overall, the reason why we think it's just okay, is I play a lot of tile laying games and I really love them. But I found this one, there just wasn't that much of a challenge. You're getting whatever piece you can afford and just seeing how you can place it to get the most points. But other than that, there's no big challenge as in some of the other tile laying games we played. So it's up to you. I mean, it's fun enough, but I just personally think that there are better tile laying games available. Now there is an expansion, so how that changes the gameplay, I'm not sure. Maybe that will add a bit more strategy into the game. So let me know if you've played the Castles of Mad King Ludwig and what you think of the game.